For a considerable amount of time now, we have been eagerly anticipating the arrival of positive news in the realm of xrp+ripple. There has been a considerable amount of time spent waiting, but the moment that we have all been looking forward to has at long last arrived. Every single person who owns xrp+ripple is aware that huge changes are on the horizon, and they are under the impression that Ripple has accomplished yet another breakthrough. Those that sold their coins will be filled with regret because industry experts believe that prices will skyrocket in the very near future. What a fascinating idea, don't you think? This video should not be skipped for even a single second. Let's jump right in. I hereby defer. All of this should be broken down into its component parts. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has brought Ripple into a complicated legal battle. At the core of the disagreement is the question of whether or not XRP ought to be categorized as a security that is subject to severe regulatory scrutiny, or whether or not it ought to be recognized as a digital currency like to Bitcoin or Ethereum. As we contemplate the legal morass that Ripple is currently facing, it is essential that we examine the precedents that have been created by previous SEC sanctions. In the past, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has imposed fines of varied quantities on organizations that were found to have violated securities laws. In most cases, the most severe penalties lie somewhere around the $50 million range. In the instance of Ripple, on the other hand, the stakes appear to be substantially larger, which has led to discussion regarding the possible scale of the penalties. Taking into consideration the insights that were gained from our prior conversation, in which a variety of viewpoints were presented, it is clear that opinions on Ripple's fee are extremely diverse. Ripple's steadfast defense and the seriousness of the allegations have led some analysts to predict that the cryptocurrency would be subject to a heavy punishment that is greater than $100 million. On the other hand, there are many who continue to maintain a cautious optimism for the future, anticipating a more moderate outcome in light of Ripple's attempts to interact with regulators and the changing regulatory landscape. A resolution that is favorable to Ripple may indicate that authorities are becoming more clear and accepting of digital assets, which would be beneficial for the cryptocurrency field in terms of stimulating innovation and investment. A heavy punishment, or a finding that is unfavorable, may, on the other hand, create a cloud of uncertainty over the industry, which would ultimately stifle growth and innovation. Indeed, Ripple is going through a period of profound change right now. Ripple is putting itself in a position to transform the way that we conduct transactions on a global basis with each passing day. The novel method that Ripple takes to international payments, which makes use of blockchain technology to allow transactions in real time, is the source of the company's distinctiveness among cryptocurrencies. While SWIFT's usual settlement timeframes can take several days and the company's transaction expenses are significantly higher, many benefits are associated with using Ripple's services as opposed to SWIFT. Additional benefits of Ripple's network include increased transparency, security, and scalability. In addition to its speed and cost-effectiveness, Ripple makes it possible for financial institutions to undertake international transactions with greater efficiency and confidence by doing away with the need for middlemen and streamlining the settlement process. Taking a look ahead, the progressive adoption of Ripple by an increasing number of banks and other financial organizations that are looking to update their payment infrastructure is something that we can anticipate. As more people become aware of Ripple's potential and regulatory obstacles are overcome, it is expected that an increasing number of institutions will use Ripple's technology in order to gain a competitive advantage in the ever-changing financial world. In terms of its standing in the market, Ripple is unquestionably heading in the right direction. Ripple is well positioned to strengthen its position as a major provider of blockchain-based payment solutions as seen by the continuously expanding list of partnerships and endorsements it has received from prominent figures in the field. The shift toward Ripple is not only a matter of speculation, as was brought to light in our conversation, rather, it is driven by the realization of practical benefits and the ever-changing requirements of the global financial ecosystem. Now, let's change gears and delve into an intriguing revelation that has been revealed. Furthermore, there is more to this story than meets the eye. Despite the fact that the technological improvements made by Ripple and the acceptance of the cryptocurrency by large financial institutions are absolutely noteworthy. A bullish indication, or the possibility of an increase in the price of our most cherished cryptocurrency, are not the only things at play here. This is not the case. Rather, we are about to unearth a secret that has the potential to send shockwaves through the cryptocurrency world. We are about to embark on a journey that will test everything you thought you knew about XRP Ripple, so make sure you fasten your seatbelts, dear viewers. We are going to move our attention to a remarkable forecast that was made by Valkyrie regarding the adoption of an XRP spot ETF. According to Valkyrie, the chances of an XRP spot ETF passing through the SEC's cards are significantly higher than the chances of an Ethereum ETF passing through this institution. This assumption gives light on the changing regulatory landscape, as well as the prospective possibilities for the widespread adoption of XRP through mainstream channels. Now that we have everything out of the way, let's discuss the relevance of an XRP exchange-traded fund. In addition to the consequences that are immediately apparent for investors, an exchange-traded fund, ETF, that tracks XRP might be a significant step forward for Ripple on its path toward mainstream acceptance and legitimacy. As was said in our conversation, an exchange-traded fund ETF gives investors a regulated and easily accessible vehicle for getting exposure to XRP. This has the potential to open the floodgates for both institutional and individual investors alike. Personally, I am of the opinion that an exchange-traded fund ETF that tracks XRP holds a great deal of promise for the cryptocurrency market, as well as the market as a whole. Not only does it verify Ripple's technology and its role in transforming international payments, but it also makes it possible for a wider audience to have access to XRP, which is a fundamental aspect of the cryptocurrency. An exchange-traded fund ETF that invests in XRP might stimulate a rise in demand for XRP, which would drive its price to new heights, as the thoughts of industry experts have been echoed. Nevertheless, it is of the utmost importance to emphasize that the underlying value of XRP is not solely derived from speculative trading or approvals for exchange-traded funds. However, in terms of its usefulness as a bridge currency that has the ability to make international transactions more frictionless, the suite of products offered by Ripple, which includes on-demand liquidity, provides concrete solutions to challenges that are seen in the real world. These solutions make it possible for financial institutions to transfer money across international borders with an unparalleled level of speed and efficiency.